A new dawn in the 7th century CE. In the 7th century of the Common Era, a remarkable figure emerged. One whose actions would reshape the course of history and alter the balance of global power. This man was the Prophet Muhammad, who brought together the diverse peoples of the Arabian Peninsula under the banner of a new faith, Islam. Before his rise, Arabia was home to scattered Bedouin tribes and residents of oasis towns such as Mecca and Medina, living largely outside the influence of the powerful Persian and Byzantine empires. But Muhammad's leadership created not only a spiritual awakening, but also a united political force centered in Medina, a newly formed power bloc that the world could no longer ignore. Muhammad, born into the Quraysh, the ruling tribe of Mecca, proved to be an exceptional leader. Upon his death, a significant question emerged: who would lead the Muslim community next? After much deliberation among his close companions, his father-in-law, Abu Bakr, was chosen as the first caliph or successor. What followed was a dramatic expansion. Over the next 3 decades, 4 caliphs, all from Muhammad's tribe, extended their control well beyond Arabia. They defeated the formidable Persian Empire and made significant gains against the Byzantines. However, with rapid territorial growth came internal unrest. Disagreements over leadership deepened, and the empire descended into civil war. The 4th caliph, Ali, was assassinated amid the conflict. In the wake of his death, the Umayyad family, also members of the Quraysh but from a rival faction, seized control. The Umayyads established a vast empire stretching from modern-day Spain in the west to the frontiers of India in the east, choosing Damascus as their capital. Yet governing such a large and diverse territory was no easy task. To maintain order, the Umayyads installed Muslim governors in place of the previous local rulers but allowed many existing cultural and religious traditions to remain. Arabic was adopted as the official language for administration, providing a unifying thread through the sprawling empire. Nevertheless, local languages and customs endured. Despite these stabilizing efforts, dissatisfaction with Umayyad rule spread. Many subjects questioned their right to lead and grew discontent with their governance. The Abbasid family, claiming closer ties to the Prophet, though the truth of this was debatable, rose on a wave of rebellion and discontent. In 750 CE, the Abbasids toppled the Umayyads and inaugurated a new era. To signify the shift, they built an entirely new capital, Baghdad. The city blossomed into a hub of culture, commerce, and intellectual exchange. Thanks to thriving trade routes, goods and ideas flowed in from Byzantium, Persia, India, and the Arab world. Under Abbasid rule, Baghdad's elite lived lives of extraordinary wealth. Artistic and scientific thought flourished as different cultures blended, producing a golden age of innovation and scholarship. Yet beneath the surface, power struggles were constant. The process of selecting a caliph remained vague. With no fixed rule of succession, any male relative of the deceased caliph could stake a claim. Power struggles broke out between uncles, cousins, and brothers. Inside the palace, influence was wielded by military commanders, royal women, concubines, and court officials, all vying for wealth and authority. The caliph's grip on power depended heavily on keeping his allies close and satisfied, opening the gates to favoritism and corruption. Meanwhile, critics outside the court pointed out the moral contradictions between the caliph's sacred duties and the extravagant lifestyle of the royal court. In 1258 CE, a new threat arrived at the gates of Baghdad: the Mongols. Their advance met with minimal resistance and the city fell swiftly. According to legend, the last caliph was rolled inside a carpet and trampled to death by horses, while the waters of the Tigris turned black with ink from the countless books dumped into it. The fall of Baghdad laid bare a truth that had long been developing. While the caliphs claimed religious and political supremacy, real power had already shifted to regional leaders who no longer sent taxes to the capital. These rulers built their own courts and governed independently. Though the era of a single unified Islamic empire had ended, its legacy endured. The Arabic language, the spread of Islam, and the enduring contributions of its scholars and thinkers would continue to shape civilizations for centuries to come.